Okay, so we're going to be looking at one more fill option, and that's content aware fill. So this photo you will be familiar with from the active learning section of this theme. And it's a photograph I took on the South Beach in Durban, and I honestly didn't know there was a dustbin in the way. It's weird how that happens. You take a photograph and you think that's a really cool photograph. You get it home and you look at it and you think, oh my God, where did that dustbin come from? It's like aliens put it in to my image after I took it. So we need to get rid of that dustbin. So I'm going to make a selection first. So just use my object selection tool. Let's see how that works first. Okay, pretty good. I'm going to expand the selection a bit. So select, modify, expand, and I'll expand it by 10 pixels. And then I also just need to add the shadow in of the dustbin. So there's the shadow there. I'm going to take my lasso tool and make sure it's on add to selection. And I'm just going to lasso that shadow. Okay, so when you are using content aware fill, what it does is it reads the pixels around and it intelligently tries to figure out how it's going to replace that dustbin with pixels from the photo to make it look like it was never there. So you can go to edit fill and you can choose content aware and you can just say okay, but that's kind of like a standard setting that doesn't give you any flexibility. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to rather cancel and go to edit content aware fill, and this opens up a whole dialog box dedicated to content aware fill, and you can see that it gives me a preview of what's happening. So what it's saying here is the selected area is going to be filled by analyzing the pixels that are highlighted in green. And actually, when I look at the job it's done, I don't have to do any editing here. It's actually all done for me. It's done a pretty good job. So if you do a really good selection, chances are you'll get a good result. So if I press OK and then deselect, that's a pretty good job. I mean, if you had never known that there was a dustbin in this photo, you would not automatically pick up that something had been fixed or healed over and replaced in this picture. So the content aware fill tool is very smart. It uses artificial intelligence, and it's a great tool to use to remove things. In fact, I've even got some little birds there that kind of look a little bit like speckles on this picture. They don't really look like birds. So I'm just going to do a selection of those, and I'll go edit fill, content aware, and OK. Oh, I need to be on that layer. Edit fill, and OK. Deselect. You would never know that there was anything there. So you'll see when you use the edit content aware fill option, you can see that it actually puts the correction in its own layer. So that's actually what it's used, and the original image is there. Okay, so that's if you use the dialog box as opposed to the option under fill. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and see you next time.